Well, how the tables have turned. Initially, when reports were coming out about the downfall of Ben Affleck and JLo's marriage, we heard that Ben Affleck was the one who was done with things. He moved out of their LA home into a Brentwood, California home, and he hadn't been showing up to recent events of hers, red carpets of hers, etc. People claim that a big reason that he was having issues with JLo was because of how public she had been about their relationship. She released an album, a musical, and a movie about it, and all three of them flopped. And I guess Ben got some kind of secondhand embarrassment or ick based off of all of that and started to distance himself from JLo, moving out of their shared home. Well, not only was her addiction to talking about their love story, whereas Ben is more of a recluse, causing issues in their marriage allegedly. Another issue they were having apparently was that JLo was working too hard. Ben does certainly take on projects for films, etc., but not at the level that JLo does. JLo works on movies, she works on albums, she's working on a tour at the same time, and according to sources, Ben felt like it was too much and that she didn't have enough time for him and their relationship, and that contributed to him moving out. Well, lo and behold, today there is a new source coming out singing a completely different tune. And this new tune is called Ben Affleck Misses Jennifer Lopez. But Jennifer Lopez is still kind of standing her ground here. Let's get into what they had to say. While some pals of Ben Affleck and Lopez believe they can work it out with time and effort, pointing to their deep bond, a source tells Us Weekly that others think the relationship has run its course. Ben Affleck has been checked out of and worn down by the marriage, said the source. That could have something to do with the fact that the Oscar winner, per the source, doesn't agree with Jennifer's lifestyle, referring to Jennifer's work commitments. The filming schedules for JLo's prep for her tour, which kicks off next month, highlighted the emotional and physical distance between them, and as a result, they found it increasingly difficult to communicate effectively, and small misunderstandings boiled over. That led to Ben moving out of the home, and now apparently, since settling into his new Brentwood, California villa, Ben is said to have, quote, realized how much he misses Jen and become more invested in salvaging the relationship. And that same insider who claimed that is saying that Jennifer was previously the one who was committed to saving the union, kind of implying that now JLo's kind of like, you know what, I'm good. You ran away from me once and here you are trying to do it again. I am not going to chase you. Maybe it's true that this is not meant to be. I've put in my time, I've paid my dues, and I've been here trying to make it work, and you don't want to make it work, so whatever, I will let you go. And you know what, ladies? That's the secret in relationships. You do not go chasing a man when he starts distancing himself or anything like that from you. You stand right where you are. They say it's the rubber band theory, right? Like the further, I wish I had a rubber band on me. I only have this, so you stand here, and then the further they go, eventually the band gets too far back and it snaps. So that's the guy. This is JLo. And this is Ben, right? You stand right where you are, let him go. Eventually he snaps back to you because guess what? He's kind of like looking around like, wait, why isn't she chasing me? Oh, she has self-esteem. Oh my God. Now I'm in danger of losing her. Let me work on this relationship. And I saw this actually play out in real time with my friends as well. When we did our vacation, we just vacationed in Barcelona last week. And, one of my friends was pulling a Ben and the other friend pulled a JLo and just stood right where he was. And guess what? The one who was pulling the van, walking away, threatening to leave, is now groveling, still now, a week later, trying to repair things because they see that the other person is not going to fold this time like he used to in the past. So be careful, you guys. And I do believe this story, to be honest with you guys. Like, I do believe that now that it was Ben who wanted to break things off, but that JLo finally found her confidence and she's finally like drawing a line in the sand and saying like, you know what? It's fine. I know who I am. I know what I'm worth. If you want to walk away from this, walk away from this. That's it. And now Ben is not used to seeing JLo like that. And so maybe that has sparked a new interest in her and in repairing the relationship. Does that mean that things are going to get better and that things are going to work out now? I'm not sure because guess what? Ben recently went to celebrate something for his daughter. I believe it was her graduation, and JLo was not present. Although when it was time to celebrate JLo's daughter, Ben was present. So I don't know. I do not know. And mind you, the thing for JLo's child was just like a week and a half ago or something like that. So I don't know, you guys. I am rather disappointed for the two of them as well, because I feel like, they were hopeless romantics in this. They dove in heart first, really thinking that it was going to work this time. But unfortunately, the reality is settling in that they are just completely different people, right? Like there's a recluse, and then there's like, a vibrant life of the party person. And the recluse doesn't seem to want to make any kinds of strides to meet the life of the party, and vice versa. The life of the party wants to stay the life of the party, does not want to leave early, does not want to stop yapping about this relationship or about her life in general. And listen, these are fundamental incompatibilities. They're fundamental incompatibilities. What can you do except go your separate ways? Best of luck to both JLO and Ben Affleck. This cannot be easy. I do not envy them at all. And, most importantly, I do not envy their children at all going through this for the millionth time. Both parents have been in and out of relationships for like ever. And it just sucks that there are children behind all of this, right? Let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more pop culture videos, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.